Evening guys, James here. I hope you are all well this evening. Okay, so I just wanted to touch upon a couple of posts that I think have triggered people in the last week or so, and just to give you a little bit more depth and a little bit more context around that. So everything that we share has come from what in our opinion is our mistakes that we might have made. So don't think that I'm speaking from some ivory tower that I've never made these mistakes. I have made plenty, will continue to, but this is how obviously we learn and evolve and grow. So one of them was about what I won't feed my children, the prime example being Skittles, and I shared honey with a knife and fork and 65 teaspoons of sugar in one of the Skittles new packets that had come out recently. And it was 65 and it's horrendous, but obviously it's a big packet. And then when I speak to parents, they correlate their children's behaviour by eating a product like that, and then it's almost a bit of a light bulb moment for them. So that's why I continue to share that. Now, again, going back to the mistakes that I made, I used to have one of those big packets, I think they're about 150 or 170 grams, before every game, and sometimes I'll be playing 2 or 3 games a week. I shared a couple of weeks ago in one of my videos that I used to have 2 sugars in my green tea before, when I started this journey about 20 years ago. So we all have to start somewhere. So I am not saying you should be doing this and you shouldn't be doing that. These are from the errors that I have made, and I want to make people aware so they don't have to go through that challenging time like I did. And that's why we kind of impact and share this with the children, so they've got a better understanding in their future lives. So 95% of illnesses, as you would have heard me say beforehand, are pretty much lifestyle related. And if we can teach our children and our future generations about nutrition, do you realise how immensely powerful that's going to be? Teaching them about eating real food as opposed to the packet ultra-processed crap, which is just really devoid of nutrients and minerals. If they can start to eat better, they're going to have more energy. They're going to be able to focus and concentrate better. They're going to have a better immune system. They're going to be able to fight off viruses, or if they do get anything untoward, they're going to be able to recover far quicker. Please tell me one thing that you can't embrace about that. Now, off the back of that, they're much more likely to be stronger. They're going to be more disciplined. They're going to work smarter, which is going to give them all the necessary tools they need to start in life to succeed. So the other objection that I had, an excuse that was come at me, was, well, it's easy for you. You've got a gym at home. You know what to do. It's not always been that way for me. You've got to remember, I was in the corporate world, although I was athletic and tried to do my things in football and so on and so forth, but it's not always been that way. We invested into a gym at home. Of course, we invested thousands of pounds, like everything else that we've done that we want to succeed at. We've tried to get the best coaches. Jacqueline's absorbed all of her knowledge and invested thousands upon thousands upon thousands. We could have had nicer holidays. We could have had more holidays. We could have had a nicer car. But it comes down to, what is that major priority for you? Now, I will never, ever, and I can't tell you what you have to value and what's important to you. That is your complete choice. But with regards to the gym, we've shown with hundreds of our clients and thousands of our followers, it's not about having a gym, it's about being more mindful about your nutrition fundamentally. Moving just in general is going to be far better and have a far greater impact on your well-being than just that measly hour in the gym. It's what you are doing for the other 23 hours of the day. So I'm just going to share a little bit about what we've done today. Now, Sunday for a lot of people is a day of rest, and that is completely their prerogative. And again, there's no judgment. I'm just going to share what we've done. And before somebody jumps down my throat, I'm not saying that we are anything special, far from it. But one of the accusations that we had is, well, I work long hours and Monday to Friday it's stressful. Of course it is. But when you own your own business, and I think maybe it's because we're so receptive and trying to help people, but it's 24/7 within that health and well-being space. There's always somebody messaging us the whole time and asking for information and what can I do about this and what can I do about that. So when you are working in a standard job, you don't have that bombardment of issues and questions all the time. And it's just lucky that we absolutely love what we do. But I'm just going to give you a brief overview of what happened today. So got up, got on my rebounder for 20 minutes, answered a few messages, onboarded a few clients this week, today and yesterday, that come on board, worked out for an hour. I walked to Lula for 25 minutes while I listened to a podcast, come home and spent a couple of hours on a project that I've been working on, which has taken about 20 hours of my time this week. It's going to be horrendous like that for the next 3 or 4 weeks on something that I'm really passionate about, that I think is going to make a big difference. I've been working tirelessly on that. prepped for this live and was doing some homework with the girls. Jacqueline, on the other hand, was really, really lazy. Yeah, all that she did was answered a few messages, did a workout, prepped a slow cooker recipe, did a podcast for an hour today, did a webinar for her new academy, wrote an extensive report for a bioresonance scan that all of our clients get, and quite a bit more as well. So it could have been easy to sit in front of the TV. The FA Cup was on. I could have just scrolled and watched that, could have scrolled on social media, but that wasn't a priority for me. Now, again, I'm not saying this to impress you, far from it. But these were all key things that were going to improve my health and well-being today, and Jacqueline's, and help other people. So that's what we did. Now you need to prioritise what's important to you. And this isn't just about what we're doing. You know, a new client that came on board that I spoke to yesterday started filling out all of her information and sharing some stuff with me. Now, she's got it tough at the moment. She is a carer for her dad that hasn't got long to live. There's some issues that she shared with me with her son. Her sister's recently been told that she hasn't got long to live. Now, these are all major significant things that are going on in her life, but she's just said, enough is enough now. I need some help. So she's put her hand up and asked for help. And I'm going to do everything in my power to help her. If people want help with their health and well-being and they're prepared to kind of invest time and their money and their efforts into that, I am right behind them the whole time. But that has to be your call, whether you are prepared to make those changes or not. So no doubt this is going to have triggered more people that are watching this now. If it has done, I need you to think about, why has he triggered me? Get a pen and paper, write down all